It's 6 p.m, it's Friday night, and it's time for another episode of the Suck It and Spin Show. I think doing the intro to this radio station is probably the highlight of my week. Absolutely love it. It never gets boring either. How are you doing, Rob Johnston?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
I'm very, very good. I've just gone and got some, not doing any product placement or anything, but I've gone and got some craft Mancunian lager to accompany today's show with, which we have mentioned on the show before. Born and brewed just behind Piccadilly Station. It's literally over there. So it's not had to travel far.
No. But yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Stressful work, but you know, it's all done. It's bank holiday weekend.
It is indeed bank holiday special, and what a show we've got lined up tonight. We've got new tracks from the likes of Girls in Synthesis, Peggy Sue, Kimbo Nice, Park Hotel, Man and the Echo, Lone Society. We've got loads. We've got absolute bangers. We've been inundated with a number of Weller watches as well this week, which is going to be great. Yeah. We'll be kicking off with the usual power half hour at 7:30. Give us a shout. Let us know what you're doing this evening at Suck It and Spin. We want to hear what you're doing.
What you're doing this bank holiday weekend? You know, what were your plans, or what are your new plans?
You're not allowed to drink outdoors, are you? That's been banned in Manchester.
Ooh.
So that's the fun police have been thoroughly at the rule book this week, changing all the rules again with 2 days' notice.
Absolutely ruined it for us. But you know, let us know. We've got quite a few requests already. If I'm being perfectly honest. So you're
brilliant.
Get your power half hour in. So yeah.
Well, shall we? Before we get to that, shall we kick off with a banger?
Yeah, let's kick off with a banger.
What have you got for us this week, Robert?
This is a brand new song. It's called Electric 88. It's by a band called Bad Nerves. We have played them on the show before, but this is a brand new single that was out today. So
today.
Yes, today.
Happy single day, Bad Nerves.
Single day, Bad Nerves. But yeah, it's a nice little toe tapper. It's called Electric 88. See what you think. I think it's great.
I like that. That was a really cheeky little banger. Great start to the show, Robert.
It's good, that, isn't it? I love that. I love that. I think it's I don't know. It just gets you happy, doesn't it? Just makes you happy. Just
Sits for me somewhere in between the Hives and probably just the Hives actually. They're really good. I love like the upbeat, four to the floor, punky stuff. It just gets you nodding, gets your energy up for the weekend.
yeah,
Big
I really enjoyed that.
big shout out to Sam Flanagan, Lindsay Ormrod, and me grandmother Joan, who've all tuned in so far. Although we might be losing one or two of them to the T20, which means absolutely nothing to me.
Well,
Rob?
England 3-1. Johnny Burstow's just gone. But apparently, your grandma is having a little Burnley batch gin to celebrate the easing of lockdown in Burnley. So,
Burnley out of lockdown now. That's good news.
I don't think everyone's out of lockdown. I think maybe like you could probably go around.
Some of the local restrictions have been eased within Burnley.
I think you can go around to other people's houses or something like that. So,
good for them. They're not allowed to do that anywhere in Manchester here, so happy days. We've already had a quick question come in from Sam regarding a little soiree that's being held at one of our favourite venues tomorrow evening. Rob, Sunbird Records is back open for business.
I saw a little tweet about this. I was going to ask you on air. I thought I'd leave it to on air. I saw 1/4 of Suck It and Spin Ainsley saying that he's on the decks for you tomorrow.
We are indeed. We're doing a Demented Disco special. Not sure. I don't think it'll be the usual chaotic club night one would come to expect from a Demented Disco. However, we will be playing the same sort of tunes, keeping the vibe, keeping the vibe going throughout the evening. I imagine there will be, it will be a different venue to what you're used to. So don't come expecting me and Ainsley to be pouring Buckfast on each other, stood on top of the decks, doing crowd surfing and all sorts like we usually get up to. It'll be a little tamer than that. Can't miss I won't have my zebra head on again though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think people have to realise, don't they? The venues are opening now, and it's not going to be as what it was. There's going to be changes and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, fair play, good on to Sunbird for opening and opening themselves up to potential hazards, but get these music. Man,
it's going to be trial by fire with some of these venues, isn't it? It's going to be a case of get it open, get everything working, and then iron out the kinks after that. So yeah, if you are coming, if you are coming to Sunbird Records at any point over the weekend, just remember that obviously the staff have been working absolutely tirelessly to get the venue back into a shape where it can be enjoyed, but safely. And they're only there for one reason, and that's so we can all have a good time. So let's make sure they do as well.
Treat them with a bit of respect. RESPT.
Yeah. It's their bank holiday weekend too, eh?
It is. But yeah, big shout out to everyone who's listening right now. Manchester Radio Online, the usual crowd on Facebook Live, YouTube. Get in touch. Tell us what you're doing over your bank holiday. Tell us what songs you want to hear in the Power Off Hour. We've got some coming up.
We have.
Yeah. It's a little, it's a doozy. There you go.
I've got some news, Robert. Music news. Looking at this week's album charts, of course, The Killers have sailed in at number 1.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone had any doubt that was going to be the case. That anything else would be the case. But fair play to them. The new album is out. I don't know if you've heard it yet. We played their lead single off the album last week during the Power Half Hour. It's a little bit too mainstream for the normal show, but yeah, it's class. Good to see Killers back on form. Very, very, very Bruce Springsteen. The new one. It's got that real sort of 80s kind of power ballad vibe to it. And probably, in my opinion, some of the best stuff they've done since Hot Fuss. So congratulations to the Killers for getting number 1, and also congratulations to Jamie Webster, who we played on the show. Probably about 4 months ago now, maybe 3 months ago, who's jumped in at number 6 in the UK album charts, which for a little Scouse lad and acoustic guitar is really not bad going. Nice work, Jamie. Congratulations on your number 6 place. I had a 6 p.m. embargo on that, so I've only been allowed to tell you for the last 9 minutes. It's been really exciting.
There you go. So yeah, fair play to him. Well done, Jamie. Good on you.
Well done indeed. Tons more new music coming out at the moment, isn't there? It's an exciting time.
There is, but I think we're gonna play next something that we played before quite a lot, but it is Cause for Celebration because it is music news.
Okay.
Lounge Society, famous.
One of our favourites.
One of my favourites, Generation Game, which we will be playing. They have just officially signed for Speedy Underground Records yesterday. So Speedy went up to Hebden Bridge.
I saw the picture. They were all signing the contract with little plastic chippy forks, weren't they?
Yeah. So yeah, big up to those guys. Like, there should be some fantastic stuff. I bet Piran is absolutely thrilled to bits as well. Who's their manager? Who we know quite well. And those guys, when you listen to the song that we're playing next, just think that they wrote this when they were 16 and performed this when they were 16. Like, we're all 17 now. Like, they're going to go from strength to strength. So
yeah, they're a very, very, very talented young band, aren't they? Without further ado, we've played it before, as we said, but we're going to play it again because we're happy for the boys for getting signed to Speedy Underground. One of our favourite labels as well, Speedy. They've got some really good stuff. I think Lazarus Kane's on Speedy Underground.
Lazarus Kane, Warren Boucher, there's absolutely tons and tons of stuff. Dan Carey is an absolute legend. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, brilliant. Yeah, he's a good producer, isn't he? Anyway, let's without further ado, we're starting with this again. This one's Generation Game by Lounge Society.
There's a generation staring down the barrel of a gun, and you won't ever find them on the cover of the Sun. The reporter he is keeping his mind's eye shut, 'cause that money-hungry feeling is stirring in his guts. But it's okay, 'cause it's not on the news or on the front of the Daily Mail. We don't hear about it in our happy, happy house. Who cares anyway, as long as we're okay? It's a little bit tense, isn't it? We're ringed with razor wires and watchtowers, under the camera of the government and spies in our phones. It's slightly reminiscent of the 30s, isn't it? What will the US do? What will the US do? Oh, what will the US do? What will the US do? Do. with the red flag flying. Death is a blessing that we haven't earned. Sickle-severed families must praise the hammer's majesty. Our God is a poison that must be unlearned. They'll take your lungs and sell them to rich folk. They'll breathe your air and live your dreams. Keep on turning that wheel at all costs. You're just a cog in their golden machine. What will the US do? What will the US do? What will the US do to save our souls, to save our dignity? What will the US do to save our souls, to save our dignity? What will the US do? Oh, what will the US do?
So that sort of, I must listen to that song 50 to 60 times minimum. Doesn't get old. Doesn't get old. It's a proper anthem. That I'm really, really hoping they can just carry on knocking tracks like that out, because if so, they've got a very, very promising future ahead of them.
Wow.
And you heard it here first.
You did before BBC Radio 6.
Aye.
Radio.
Yeah, I'm sure someone at Radio 6 is just keeping an eye on us and then playlisting on the back of it.
I don't like saying it, but I think you're right there, mate. And you know, I hate to agree with you.
And the good thing about Suck It and Spin is you don't have to pay a TV license to listen to us. So, you know, we're a station for the people. Manchester Radio Online. If you are tuned in from Manchester Radio Online, make yourselves known. We've had plenty of people pop up in the comments. Obviously, we're still in need of a power half hour. There's going to be some happy birthday album tracks from a couple of our favourite artists in there, isn't there? So I think we've got Is This It? It's turned 19 yesterday. Strokes. Which means it's still not legal, so it still can't legally drink in America, but it can in Britain.
It can, but you can't go to a casino. Can you go to a casino in Britain at 19?
21, I think, isn't it? Casino.
I think so.
Yeah.
Sure. And we've got Foles. What went down is 5 today.
5. I cannot believe that album came out 5 years ago. That's made me feel really old, because I mean, when did Antidotes come out? Was that 2007? But a very long and illustrious career, haven't they, Foles?
Yeah, I'd say 2007, maybe even 2006.
I'd go as far to say that Foles are probably the only band since Arctic Monkeys to get approach that kind of level.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah.
No, they've been a very, very successful rock and roll band. Huh?
English band.
Yeah, English.
I mean, you got like Tame Impala that are at that level and stuff like that.
Yeah, they've been going quite a while, though, haven't they?
Yeah, but not as long. You know, Arctic Monkeys was 2005. Don't forget.
Yeah, true.
And then you have the Killers as well. They were around 2004, 2005.
Hot Fuss was 2004. Yeah, that's a huge, monstrous career, that, isn't it? 16 years.
We've mentioned them. But
could you imagine being in a band for 16 years and you're still getting number one every time you release an album?
That'd be
that
nice,
must be a good feeling. Yeah. I'll put it this way: I can't say I'm not envious of Brandon Flowers' house.
Not at all.
I bet he doesn't live in a flat in Whalley Range.
Don't think he does, mate. Don't think he does. But there's been some more music news. We reported the socially distant gigs, didn't we, in Newcastle?
Yes, Sam Fender, and also they did a socially distanced club event there with Patrick Topping, another Geordie boy.
Yesterday was Tom Grennan. Is it Grennan? Green?
Yeah, Tom Grennan.
He did the same venue.
Yeah.
He, with the little stands and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm really a big fan of him, but the only reason I know is Joe Cornell of Melbourne fame was playing the bass for him.
Was it?
Yeah.
Joe Cornell in the book club, Joe Cornell.
Yeah. So I saw his Instagram. He was playing the bass for him, so he was showing the sound check, and it looked pretty weird, sort of the setup. Of all the stuff people in it looked a bit weird.
It almost looks a bit dystopian, doesn't it? Because it's so the pattern of the stands are so uniform. It sort of reminds me of when when North Korea do those mad arms demonstrations. They send all the army out and they're all like lined up in rows. It reminded me of that a little bit. Not really sure how I felt about that.
Yeah, no, but it was so apparently that was which was nice. It was nice to see another gig happening. Because we need gigs. We need everything. We need it all back. There's so many great bands that we've discovered over the last 6 months or so that are putting out music that we're just desperate to see live now. I think Idols have released their tour, haven't they? And that's pretty much all sold out today.
Yeah, they had to announce a second date in Manchester due to overwhelming demand.
2 in Glasgow now. The Cribs, another friend of the show. Jarman Brothers. We had a good night with them boys, didn't we? Had a good night with them, and we had a good night with Dev from Idol. So yeah, it is May to June. Yeah, could be the day, could be the month where gigs are going to happen again. So maybe festivals.
France, who are still having quite a lot of issues controlling the infection rates and everything. They've actually now placed a blanket release on events up to 5,000 capacity with no social distancing measures in place. You just have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's a great idea because there's if obviously if there's enough scientific evidence to suggest that wearing a mask prevents the spread, which I believe personally there is, from the information that I've garnered. There's a cracking video actually of a man who uses a flamethrower and he puts a mask over his flamethrower. And if you watch that and you still believe masks don't do anything, then politely go and tune into a different radio show, will you? But yeah, I think if we could follow that example where we do proper proper events as we know them, but with masks in place, I'd happily take that kind of sacrifice of having to have something over my face in order to go back and see some bands again.
Absolutely,
without question. Mike from Lade's been in touch.
Go on.
Listening via Twitter, they want Happy Mondays Hallelujah for the Power Half Hour, which we will.
I've had some Manchester Oasis champagne soup in by my dear old mum.
Bit of a Mancunian theme on today's show, isn't there?
We got Oasis, Happy Mondays, Strokes and Falls, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Manchester via Manhattan.
Via Oxford. But yes, anyway, let's play some new music.
New music, great.
This was out today. It's named after an aftershave, Jacob.
It is. I thought it was actually a song that was about Queens of the Stone Age frontman's little brother, Josh Homme's little brother, Dupe. But no, sadly not. It's actually about Aftershave.
It's about Aftershave. It's by Kimbo Nice. We have played them before. Again, another band that we like. Up and coming, really getting some really good reviews. It's called Dupe! Homme. See what you think, because I think
the only time I've ever worn Dupe Homme is when I've got it off a bathroom attendant. It's not a fragrance I would ever go out and select personally, but hey ho, each to their own. I'm sure Kimbo Nice likes it for some reason.
Yeah. Well.
So yeah, this one is Dupe Homme.
How to say and spray and rearrange the way my mind has changed. New aftershave, I lost the bag that it burdened me. No more
That song stinks. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Lovely track there from Kimbo Nice, Chew Bomb.
You've been thinking about that for about the last 3.5 minutes, haven't you?
No. I planned that one about 4 hours ago when you sent me the playlist through. That and the Josh Homme joke. They've been in the bank, mate. Nice little chilled tune for the evening there. It's brought the sun out in Manchester, so a nice one for that, Kimbo Nice. You've done us a world of good there.
You've done us a favour.
Cheers. Bottoms up to Gaynor Baldwin who's tuned in.
Bottoms up. Nice
Chin. And my grandma's also been in touch to let us know that Colin the Caterpillar, it's his birthday today as well. He's 30.
30 years old.
30 years old.
I got told I call my mum old on radio, so sorry, mum.
At least you didn't swear. That's the good thing. We kept it before the watershed.
I've only done that once.
Yeah, it went unnoticed as well. We didn't get any letters from Ofcom.
No, we didn't. That's good.
We've a long way to go before we can reach standage status of Ofcom regulatory boards. Regular listeners to Manchester Radio Online will know exactly who I'm on about right now.
We're tame compared to him.
With a polite version. Have we had any more requests coming in for the Power Half Hour while we've been there?
Well, I've got my own request for the Power Half Hour, and it's pretty selfish.
Go on.
COVID has ruined summer. It's fair. It ruined summer.
It's really depressing that it's bank holidays. It's the last bank holiday of the year now, and all of them have been in the middle of all the bank holidays in the pandemic.
Well, it didn't hit me until this morning. You're like, yeah, COVID, it is what it is. And yeah, it's ruined people's plans and people had loads of stuff on. I'm a bit of a last minute Larry, so I don't really plan too much stuff. So I was a bit like, well, okay, nothing's really ruined that much. We
usually got dictated by where we've been booked to play, didn't we? Which obviously hasn't happened. So we just ended up with loads of free time.
But then I got a notification off my phone this morning to say, "Bing, bing, bing, you've got an event on today." On today, I was like, "All right, what's this?" Boom.
What event was it?
Day ticket to Leeds Festival, where I would have been watching Rage Against the Machine for the festival, and I could have.
Weren't Cortinas on right before them?
Cortinas right before them. Rage Against the Machine.
Leeds Festival. I don't know whether they do it on purpose or not, but I always find that the Leeds Festival lineups, they seem to not really think when they're putting the second to last headline act on before the headline acts. Usually you go, right, okay, let's put all the heavier stuff, like we'll put Rage are playing, but also Dropkick Murphys are playing. Put Dropkick Murphys on before Rage, because it's if No More were playing, you put them on the same time. When I went to my first ever Leeds festival, my stepdad Mike, who's tuned in tonight, took me. So thanks for that introduction to music festivals, Mike. We went to, I think it was Leeds 2004 or 5, one of the two. And on the first night, Green Day were headlining. And it was the American Idiot, so I'd not really listened to much Green Day before. I was still wet behind the ears, and I think I'd only just got out of my Steps phase by that point. So my stepdad lent me Dookie the week before we went. Had it on repeat on my mini disc player. Dookie? Wait, is it?
No, it's fine. Dookie? Yeah, it is Dookie. It's just the way that you said it.
Dookie. Had it on repeat on my mini disc player. This is how far we're going back now. I don't know if there's any millennials listening, they won't know what I'm on about here. But mini discs were like a little thing that came in just after CDs. Loved them. Got Green Day on there. I was listening to it, hammering it. I will give you £5 English, Robert, if you can tell me who they scheduled in before Green Day.
So what year was this?
This was Leeds Festival 2004. American Idiot has just been released. Green Day doing a world tour. Part of that is to go to Leeds Festival and Reading Festival on the opening night of Leeds. Right?
I know the answer to this. So
you know the answer?
I actually know the answer. So prepare to give me £5 English. Why don't we play a song, Jacob?
I'll tell you what. I'll give you the value of the yeah. Tweet in if you know. You've just had a bit of a clue there.
Before Green Day on 2004 Leeds Festival. I know who it is. We're looking at past Leeds headliners today for a different reason. But we'll play some new music.
Okay.
This is a new song by TV Priest. It's called This Island. It was out on the 17th of August, so relatively new. This lot are from little 4-piece. And yeah, it's a little toe tapper. And I think you will all enjoy it, to be honest.
Brilliant. I think it's one of these with the extended intro, so we can pad a little bit of intro.
Come live on an island, and in his day, there were seats on the train. You'd like to build a new island, push it out, float along, singing all your useless songs. Well, we are drifting out in modern ways, drifting out in modern ways. Looking sideways from some new tropic, sprung up, shining, already obsolete. It was a sunset to remember as you crossed the Straits of Dover, you laughing and waving. Your pinstripe double-breasted suit, hey! Me with my head in my hands. Well, we're drifting out in modern ways, drifting out in modern ways. The sky is black sometimes. This baby blue don't fight. Don't run, this island will come to you. The sky is black sometimes, so this baby blue don't fight. Don't run, this island will come to you. Come live on his island, and in his day, well, everyone spoke the same. Come live on her island. She knew the postman by name. And for shame, for shame, for shame. We're drifting out in modern ways. We're drifting out. We're drifting out in 350 million modern ways. Well, I found singularity. I found it at the bottom of the main online comment section. Laugh it up. Well, I found joy, peace, and understanding. I found it in the comfort of my own home late at night, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Well, I know I've seen the truth, and I don't need any so-called experts to tell me otherwise. I've touched God, I've seen it in the palm of my hand. Well, we're drifting out in modern ways. Drifting out in 350 million modern ways, telling me we're gonna be in those Sunday operas. I don't know, I read it somewhere, someplace, on the side of a bus.
Big tune, big tune with a long intro. So, you can only do so much preparation for a show like this.
So much prep. But as my mum quite rightly pointed out, she just texted me saying that the first opening sort of 4 bars, he sounded a bit like Vic Reeves, a club singer. What's you?
Have you not seen that video of Elton John doing his live stream during lockdown?
Yeah.
And he sounds like he's not got his teeth in. Bam, 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 bam. I'm going to post it. I'll tweet it out after the show today because honestly, you've got to watch it. Anyone who's not already seen that, jump onto our Twitter after the show. I will tweet a link to Elton John doing a live stream from his front garden, like all the cool kids are doing, obviously. And I think. I don't know whether he's just getting a bit old now or what, but his pronunciation wasn't quite there, was it? It was like his dentures were falling a bit loose.
He can't be bothered anymore, can he? He can't be bothered. He's had enough.
He gave it a lot of effort. It was, he was putting in the hours. It just
He needs to be put out to pasture, doesn't he? Does out.
So. Going back to what we're talking, I've gone really dark again, haven't I? Going back to what we were saying before, Green Day, 2004, Handball, went to watch them on that tour. Indeed, they were lit. Very good live band. I really enjoyed them. But Anna has correctly, well, I'll give her half a point. It was 50 Cent, but it was 50 Cent and G Unit all together. And what they didn't, I think what the festival organisers hadn't quite anticipated was that your typical bona fide Green Day fan who would have got to the main stage early to be able to get a good position to be in for Green Day might not be the biggest fan of 50 Cent. Because within about 2 songs, what I can only describe as a large-scale institutionalized water fight broke out between 50 Cent, who they had probably about 30 or 40 500ml bottles of water lined up across the front of the stage, which they were obviously just using to drink between songs, whatnot, just there for the artist. People started launching their pints at them out of
just pints.
Well, pints of things. It definitely looked like this, but that's usually day 2 or day 3 of a festival, that isn't it? Really.
Get to the doctors if he looks like.
They basically had this huge water fight, and then 50 Cent and G Unit started throwing bottles of water back. The crowd carried on throwing bottles of water at them. It was pretty mental. Bless them, it was in good humour. They weren't upset at the crowd or annoyed, but I think they realised that they were like rap gods on the rock tour, if that makes sense. Reading and Leeds nowadays is very, very tame in terms of the lineups and the sort of your typical. It was a bit more like Download back in the early noughties. It was quite a heavy rock and roll festival. Do you know what I mean? I got absolutely fully taken out by some guy who was crowd surfing to Dropkick Murphys. I'd never seen someone crowd surf in my life before that point, and he ended up landing on top of me. But I think my stepdad gave him what for.
I mean, the Rage was supposed to be playing today. I think.
Could you imagine it being right now, Robert? What pint would you want? Would pint number 6? Do you reckon? You'd be on your 6th or 7th pint.
Yeah, okay then. Yeah.
Strolling around the main festival gate. Come on, it's before the watershed, mate. Let's dumb it down a little bit.
Me, Ben Ray, and Alexis from Sabotage fame.
I would have got a day ticket to that.
We were. Yeah, that would have been. So maybe we might play some Rage in the Power.
You know what? I think we should. Get you a question. If anyone has any particular Rage Against the Machine song they'd like us to play, we will play one.
Name of it won't get played.
Yes, we don't play Christmas number 1s on Suck It and Spin.
Really?
Ainsley was going to be going today. Instead, he's currently sat in Sunny Pen with him.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, apparently so.
You could have gone together. But there you go. Bless you.
Hey, thank you. Sorry, I don't often sneeze on the air.
Let's imagine that we're at a festival. Let's play another song by an artist we do love, and we played them a couple of times. But this is one of the other songs. You absolutely love this track, Jacob.
Oh, this one, I'm actually going to devote this one to Ainsley and the Demented Disco crew. When I first heard this, because obviously we've played this artist a couple of times, because the other song, Capable Man, is just 101% sheer banter in music, basically. It's absolutely hilarious and lyrically lyrically brilliant. The comedic geniuses, but this other track is it takes a very different direction musically to Capable Man, and it's just an out and out disco banger. As soon as I heard it, the first thing I did was send it to Chris, who runs Demented Disco, saying, "Mate, you got to listen to this. This is like, there's no artist releasing stuff like this at the minute."
What did Chris say?
I don't know if he got back to me, actually. I'm going to say that he listened to it, thought it was fantastic. But yeah, this one goes out to Ainsley and the Leeds Festival. Not Leeds Festival, the Demented Disco crew. And sorry, 1 second. I'm just having a slight technical difficulty. It's by Man and the Echo, who I've only just discovered today after a bit of a YouTube sweeper. Absolutely incredible live. So I can't wait until they're touring again, because I'll see you down at the front, I think, Robert.
Yes, I'll see you down at the front, Jacob.
This track is one of their others. It's called Operation Margarine. And as I said, it's just an out and out disco banger.
Bastards, now you're gonna change your thinking and see the system as the way to save its victim. And you can call it Operation M-A-R-G-O. Yes, you can call it Operation M-A-R-G-O. It's cheaper than a revolution, and it tastes okay. It's cheaper than the nearest rival, and it tastes the same. The aim to add a little of the devil, to hide the law and pacify the rebel. And you can call it Operation M-A-R-G-O. Yes, you can call it Operation M-A-R-G-O. It's cheaper than a revolution, and it tastes okay. Okay. It's cheaper than the nearest rival, and it tastes the same. Your prejudice has cost you far too dearly in scruples and revolt. Well, now you're thinking clearly, and you can call it Operation M-A-R-G-O. Yes, you can call it Operation M-A-R-G-O. Yes, you can call it Operation M-A-R-G-O. Yes, you can call it Operation M-A-R-G-O.
Qu'est-ce qui vous paraît
Margarine,
caractériser le catch?
Margarine, yeah, you can call it Operation M-A-R-G-O. Yes, 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 you can call it Operation, 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 you call it Operation, call it Operation, call it Operation, call it Operation, you call it Operation M-A-R-G.
Fantastic track, that. Absolutely love it. Out and out disco banger. Worthy of sheep. Tell me I'm wrong.
Fantastic. Do you know what it reminds me of, Jacob? And this isn't this isn't a slice at the track. Do you know when you sort of like, I don't know, like if you on a Friday night and you come home and you watch like Sky Art,
Yeah.
like Paul Weller's on,
Mm.
and he's playing like a track. It sounds
Yeah.
like at a festival. Someone who's big, but have got like their own sort of band with loads of backing singers and like, do you know what I mean? Like a big solo artist. Does that make...
Yeah. Like when Barry White would have played back in the day, he'd have like an orchestra behind him.
Yeah.
Even though it's Barry White, yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It has the
Massive.
feel and groove of a track from an out and out pop star, and it's actually really interesting. I was watching. I said before they're a very good live band. I was watching some of the live footage. They're only a 4-piece, right? One keyboardist, one lead guitarist who's also the lead singer, one bassist, and one drummer, and all 4 of them sing. So when you hear all those like harmonies, and they do it a lot in Capable Man as well. They do a vocal in the round, so they have one lot of vocal going with a different lot of with one set of words, and like Frere Jacques, and then you say it over the top. They do a round in that of all 4 of them, and it was like, wow, they're obviously very, very, very talented musicians who spend a lot of time like working out what they should be playing and singing. So yeah, big fan of them. Man in the Echo, check them out. We're going to go and try and catch them live as soon as we have the ability to.
I've been told that Barry White's orchestra is called Love Unlimited.
Yes, it was. My mum and my stepdad had their first wedding dance to Barry White. Fun fact for you. And they use the. Do you remember Ally McBeal TV show?
Yeah.
There's like a scene in that where they do a big dance to Barry White, and they recreated that as the wedding dance with all the bridesmaids and groomsmen and everything. It's pretty cool, to be fair. But yes, Man and the Echo, get them listened to.
Reminded me of watching James Brown live, but I'm not bragging. So
yeah. Well, I can't say that I've ever seen the Godfather of Soul live, unfortunately.
Will ever.
More music news, more Suck and Spin music news.
Right.
Yeah, we'll gloss over this one quite quickly, but for those of you who haven't spotted on our socials this week, we are launching a record label, and we're going to be doing big news. Suck It Spin Records first release will be out at the end of September. There's a few projects going to be involved with. We're hopefully going to start. We want to work with a lot of the artists that we play. So if any of the artists that we do play do listen, get in touch. We're going to be putting like compilation LPs together, things like that. Just all the stuff that you know and love on the show, but focused specifically on new emerging and breakthrough acts that are looking to get that kind of get out there, get on record, and get the records heard. So if you know anyone who might be interested, give them a nudge. yo@suckitandspin.com or email us on our website.
Yeah, maybe we can get out of these dead end jobs.
I've been on furlough for 5 months. I need to do something with my time.
Yeah. Do you know what we need, Jacob? We need a hand with that. With our record label.
Well, we're going to get one of them.
The Park Hotel.
All right.
Yeah. This is a new single by Park Hotel. It's called The Hand.
Right. This is the hand we're asking for, is it?
This is the hand that we're asking for, and this is the hand.
I absolutely love your segues. They're ropey at best, but like
little 4-piece from London. This was out on the 14th of August, so still really fresh off the press. I really like this one. This and the Kimbo Nice are probably my 2 favourite new bits of music. But then again, if I say that, Electric 88 by Bad Nerves, which you opened the show with,
that was belting. I really enjoyed that one. Took some beating. So it's like, I kind of felt like you might have gone too much too soon with that one. You could have saved that one. Just a note as well, we are coming up to 7 o'clock. We do usually get Facebook tends to call time on us around this time. So if you check in the comments at the minute, I have pinned the YouTube link on there. You'll be fine watching on YouTube. So get off Facebook, go onto YouTube, stay in touch. And this one is by Park Hotel, and it's their new track, The Hand. I really like that one, Park Hotel, The Hand there. Have we played those before? I seem to recognise the name.
We've never played them before.
It's Hotel. I'm getting confused with Hotel Luxor who we had on a couple of weeks ago. No, they're really good there. I was a big fan of that track.
Very Talking Headsy, I thought.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the guitar. It's got that kind of like funk rhythm to it.
Really good. Really enjoyed that. So, yeah, that's a bit of a tie this week. Bad Nerves and
yeah. We have been spoiled this week with the music. I'll be honest. In fact, no, we haven't. You at home, the listeners have been spoiled. We've absolutely pulled out all the stops, and in our haste to prepare today's playlist, we nearly forgot. I think we played this track by a band called Wacko about 3 months.
Pronounced Waco.
Waco, yeah, probably.
Is it pronounced after the compound in America where remember the Waco compound when it was like a cult, and all these people killed themselves.
Well, like a mass suicide sort of thing.
Yeah, suicide thing. It's a really interesting story. I'm sure there's a Netflix documentary about it. Probably is because it's Netflix and it's all about murder. Yeah, it's about, I did like a little A-level drama, but yeah, Waco is like a cult. It's like a place in Texas, and they thought that they were going to get to space on this spaceship.
Do you know what? I do remember this. It's I'm sure Kurt Vonnegut references it in Slaughterhouse-5.
Yeah, on The Simpsons, where they go to that cult and they've got that spaceship, and it's the guy doing the comb thing with the paper.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, I think it's very cool, by the way. So yeah, carry on with what.
In lighter news than mass suicides and massacres, Waco have their new album out today, which I haven't actually had a chance to listen to it all the way through. But I am informed that it's absolutely fantastic. It's called Hope Rituals. It's been released today. So if you like what you hear, go and buy it, because it'd be great to see them jump into the iTunes charts or jump into the UK album charts, and see some success right off the bat. I love this track. As soon as I was sent it, I couldn't resist putting it straight in the last time we had it on, and I'm going to play it again. It's called Dark Before the Dawn. It's 5th track on the album, so there's plenty more to go at if you like this one, and it is by Waco. One moment. It would be by Waco in a moment. There we go. It's by Waco.
Together let's work out what went wrong and make sure it never happens again. If you're reading this, then it's not too late. If you're not okay, then it's not the end. Cause everything will be okay in the end. We're gonna go down singing all the men and women and those non-binary. And in between, my name's Jack and my pronouns are him and he. Exercise our empathy and end the prejudice that we feel, cause I'm pretty sure it's easy to be compassionate to people like me. Let's talk about optimism, cause ideas and dreams, they can actually change things. All great movements in history, they were not led by a pessimist. This means that the future belongs to those who think it's possible to live in a world where we pride ourselves on the way we treat those in need, no food to eat. Whereas those who worship greed will be consigned to history. You can't kill an ideology, so let's write our own to set us free. Be proud of how far we've come while fighting for a better tomorrow. You can't blame those that follow, man. We all do it in different ways on different days. Football teams, political allegiance, clothes that we wear, science, religion, whether you're a goth or a tough or a gap year or a lap dancer, having a bad year. We're all one with the earth and the animals.
That was Waco, and you were correct, Robert. It was a cult in Waco, Texas, run by David Koresh. So thanks for that factoid, Mike. Sending that one in. We've decided that we're... What?
That was class. That was so good.
What, the song?
Yeah, man. That was
it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got to admit, I've not listened to the rest of the album yet. That single was out about 3 or 4 months ago to promote the new album. We actually played it the day it came out. So I'm going to treat myself to that. I think that's going to be part of my bank holiday weekend, is to get myself sat down in front of the hi-fi and blast that one out, see what we think. Maybe even play another track off it next week. You never know.
Oh, you never know. You never know. But yeah.
Power half-hour update for you. We've settled on Sleep Now in the Fire by Rage Against the Machine.
Not what I would have chosen, Ainsley, but there you go.
I was going to choose. See, I was going to choose that one, and as soon as Ainsley got in touch, I was like, "Yes, yeah, it's my favourite Rage tune."
I'd gone for Testify.
Testify is a great tune. Have you seen the video for Sleep Now in the Fire?
Yeah,
it's all filmed on Wall Street during the crash. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Like, moment of genius.
But yeah, we've got Rage, we've got Falls, we've got The Strokes, we've got Oasis, we've got Happy Mondays. Yeah, I think it might be full.
That does sound like a pretty full. And also, we've got Weather Watch coming up in a mere 10 minutes time. But we've also got a lot of songs to play in that time. And personally, I think I'd rather play something that was going to stick. Do you know what I mean? I like songs that stick.
Yeah, well, like PVA.
Just like PVA, yeah.
Iron Intervention.
Mm.
Yeah, well.
I like this one when you sent it over. It was one of my favourites from the playlist this week, so I was quite looking forward to playing it.
Really good.
Also,
it's not brand new. It hasn't been released today. This year, but it's not a brand new one. But yeah, it's a great little track. We played PVA before, but this one we haven't played. So yeah, this is a great little tune. This. It's called Divine Intervention. If you're not watching on Facebook, and if you are listening on Manchester Radio Online, and yeah, wrap your ears around it. See what you think.
Where did you go? I searched the streets outside the church, between the sheets, and I had no luck. You and I, it seems, just a Holy Spirit come to me in a dream, and now it's left. The Son of God, you know I traded for that night once more, in place of the berated whore who sits open for your heavenly score. Divine intervention. Divine intervention. Oh, great pain can be sublime, and great shame can be so kind. In your neglect I will find, hold on myself, preserve my time, and now it's left. The Son of God, you know I'd trade it for that night once more, in place of it, a berated whore who sits open for your heavenly score. Divine intervention. Divine intervention. Divine intervention. Divine intervention. Am I working on the streets I walk to? Am I walking on the streets I talk about you? And I can tell you've been lying. And I can tell you've been lying. I can tell you've been lying. And I can tell you're trying.
attention. Tonight, tiny attention.
Little groove of that one. Reminds me a bit of Yeah's second album, Fever. Not was it Fever? It's not Fever to Tell. It's Blitz. It's Blitz. You know when Yeah's decided they weren't going to use guitars anymore.
Yeah.
Bit like that sort of thing, very synthy and quite dark. We have disappeared off Facebook, but we're still with you on
It's nearly Weller Watch, mate. We need to get back on.
Let's get back on, shall we?
I've tried myself, but I'm just not as good as you. I've not completely Facebook like you have.
Oh, so I spend far too much time on Facebook. Look at my phone today. 21% of my phone's battery usage is spent on Facebook. That tells you
everything you need to know.
I tell you everything you need to know. I've got some more music news for you, lovely people out there. While we pad before Weller Watch, regular features on the show: Scruff of the Neck. I've got a couple of releases out this week. Glass Caves have got a new EP out. It's definitely worth a listen. Dermot O'Leary, Radio 2?
Yes.
He's been absolutely tanning it.
Really?
Yeah. And also their other signing, Giant Rooks from Berlin.
Yeah.
They have released their new album Rookery today as well.
I've seen that. Yeah, they've just announced it. They just released a debut album. I've literally just seen that on the old gram. So yeah, fair play to them. Good on them. We've got 20 minutes or so until we go to the Power Off Hour.
20 minutes for the Power Off Hour. We've got some Oasis, Rage Against the Machine, Happy Mondays, Falls, Strokes. It's a turbocharged Power Off Hour. We might have just enough space for one more track in there. So if anyone does have any requests, probably not going to play a 50 Cent. Barry White, maybe, I don't know. But
great text, Jacob. I went for a corona test today, as you well know.
I've just had a text through. Negative.
It is negative. Wait. So
that's because you do things like sensible social distancing when you're broadcasting your own radio station.
Exactly. Fun fact, before we get on to Weller Watch, I heard today, do you remember we were talking about Queen last week being in the chart for 965 million years?
I thought you were going to talk about the profile of their fan base that we built up about them and the distance they have to live away from primary schools.
I can see a primary school from where I'm broadcasting this, so I'm not a Queen fan. But anyway,
Queen isn't your favourite band ever, is it?
So can you tell? I'm not going to make you guess because we are running a little bit short of time. Mr. Brightside has been in the top 100 singles charts since it's joined the top 100 singles charts.
No,
it has not left the top 100 singles charts.
Mr. Brightside has never left the top 100 UK singles charts.
2004, when it got released.
That's 16 years ago.
It's not 2004. It's 2003. It got originally released.
Do you know what date? Do you know what date in 2003? Can we do a quick Google and just find that out?
Yeah, you can.
When was Mr. Brightside released?
Yeah. So it's not left the top 100. So
I can't believe that, top 100. September 29th. So for the first 4 weeks of my brother's life, the Killers' Mr. Brightside wasn't in the top 100 UK charts. For the rest of his life, it's been there. It's mental. That is absolutely mental. It's blown me away.
A little bit of facts for you, but anyway, it is nearly 7:15, and it is time for Weller Watch.
Oh, okay. Weller Watch.
I've got to do it.
Who have we got this week, Rob? Have you had a lot of contact?
Inundated with one message.
Okay.
One Facebook message to my private Facebook by a chap called Jeff. So Jeff has.
Has he been on before? We've had a Jeff before, haven't we? Is it the same Jeff?
Different Jeff.
Different Jeff. It's a common name.
Yeah, this was Jeff with a J. The other one was Jeff with a G.
Oh, was it a G-O?
Yeah. As you were. So he said, "Hiya, Rob. I'm just getting up. Hiya, Rob. Absolutely love the show. Listen every Friday. You make my week. Thank you very much, Jeff.
Cheers, Jeff. Kind words.
I've just seen a celebrity for your little Weller Watch segment. Would you like to guess who it was? I won't bore you through the whole thing because he made me guess about 5 times. I thought it was a bit rude, to be honest.
That sounds like. Sounds like something I do.
Yeah, it sounds like you do. But no, he said he saw Northern comedian Sean Locke.
I've been to see Sean Locke. He's hilariously funny.
Yeah, Sean Locke. So we saw Sean Locke in Stafford. He didn't specify where, but he saw Sean Locke. Now he said
what was he doing?
Well, Sean Locke was Jeff was walking past. One of his friends actually lives around the corner from Sean Locke, apparently in Stafford.
Okay.
He was visiting his friend's house, and as he was walking back to his car around the corner, he saw Sean Locke attending to his birds. Apparently, Sean Locke has got a lot of birds.
Okay.
So you could say that Sean Locke was attending to his flock. Really? I mean, you could say that, but there he was. He was attending.
Were they seagulls?
No, they were pigeons.
Pigeons. You call them a flock of pigeons?
No,
all birds. Different groups of birds have different names. My favourite one is you call them a murder of crows.
Well, there you go. But
if a group of crows assembled together is referred to as a murder.
He's a murder. But there you go. Sean Locke was looking after his flock of birds, apparently, in Stafford. Okay. Thank you very much, Jeff. If you do see any celebrities doing mundane things, please let me know because I get off on it. I love it. But we've got loads and loads and loads of stuff to play, Jacob. And
we better just get them on, haven't we?
Yeah. What would you like to play?
You choose. You're our chief playlister.
All right, cool. The Images Agree.
We've played these before, haven't we?
Yeah, but this is the new sort of single off the album. Now here is an echo from your future. Now, Jacob, I have sent you a little note as well regarding this. So just bear in mind the note.
Okay.
Look at the note.
Is that my cue to play the song?
Well, play the song, but then while you're playing the song, read the note.
I shall do. This one's Girl in Synthesis. The Images Agree.
Take on at face value, you're asking what they see. The story unfolds and the images agree. Take on at face value, you're asking what they see. The story unfolds and the images agree. Take on at face value, you're asking what they see. The story unfolds and the images agree. Visual manipulation, once they say counting power. The truth behind the proofs that nobody seems to care. It's hard to undo and even harder to repair. The damage is done quite conclusively. Your head is filled with bullshit, masquerading as fair. What's carefully chosen to propagate the fear? Who listens to me? Who listens to me? Who listens to me? Listen to me! Listen to me! Please! You feel you have no voice, you're told you have no choice, but this isn't the way it has to be. Don't believe their lies, they're not finished yet. Don't agree with the images! Who listens to me? Who listens to me?
that was Girl in Synthesis with the Images Agree. I really like those guys. They're heavy. Like, I can understand how they wouldn't be to everyone's taste. They're a bit like DZ Death Rays. They're on that verge of being. I won't say a metal band. I won't say a hard rock band. But there's definitely they definitely go to the very far end of new punk, don't they?
And you,
I
comment as well, my little note.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you for the note. I really appreciate that one. I have just cracked into. I'm going to mention this because for those of you who don't know, I like beer. I like beer a lot. I'm on the Shindiger beers who we've had. They do their beer delivery service in Manchester where you can do same day beer delivery within 4 hours. So you order whatever beer you want from them, and they're doing it in Liverpool now as well. So you can get beers delivered in Manchester or Liverpool. So if we do have any listeners in Liverpool or after celebrating Jamie Webster's top 10 album, get yourself a Shindiger ordered. This is a new one I've not had before, Robert. It's called Lush, right? And it does exactly what it says on the tin. I'm going to read the ingredients out to you, which you don't often get on beer.
I'm not having you read the ingredients out live. No, I'm not having it. I'm not.
No, it's just only three of them. Only three of them. It's got passion fruit, pineapple, and guava in it in a beer. And honestly, it's just zingy. I enjoyed it.
That's so Partridge. I'm going to read the ingredients out of a beer that I'm drinking. That's so Partridge.
I wasn't going to go like water, barley, hop, yeast. Well, I've done it now. Shall we play another song?
Yes. Yes.
Stop making a mockery of me. We're supposed to be a team.
Oh, well, in my dreams, we'd be a team. And this
Which is a song by Peggy Sue.
Yeah, they're from Brighton. This is off their EP that was released. Their album that's been released this year called Vices. I think we've all got a few of them. But yeah, I like this song. I think it's nice.
I'll drink to that.
We'll all drink to that. It's in my dreams. It's called Peggy by a band called Peggy Sue from Brighton. Yeah, check it out. Give it a look.
Strong wind I am
it's very surfy.
Yeah,
Would fit. It reminds me a bit of Best Coast, if you remember them.
yeah, I do. Yeah, only two of them, you know.
Is that two piece? Decent, I like that.
DOS piece.
Dos Pios.
Yeah. So yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're from Brighton. They've supported like Mumford and Sons and stuff like that. So they've been, you know, they've been used.
Lot of good bands from Brighton.
Yep.
Certainly one of my favourite places for emerging music. A lot of good events as well. Well, they used to have Great Escape, which is like one of the main showcases of new up and coming bands. Our friends Loose Articles are recording in Brighton soon. They're recording their next demo.
Are they not on their way down now?
I think they might be. Might be. So there's going to be some very exciting. I can't say much else at this point, but there is going to be some very exciting news coming out of the Loose Articles camp in the near future.
Look forward to that. Mm-hmm. But we've got one more track before the Power Half Hour. I believe Jacob. Yeah,
I believe it too, Robert.
It's been a blast.
It has indeed. It's always a bit of fun in it on a Friday night, this.
Yeah.
We might be moving nights soon. We'll keep you posted on that. We'll obviously give you plenty of notice. Won't leave you stranded on a Friday with nothing to do. But obviously, as more and more lockdown measures ease, not many people are going to be listening to the radio at 7 o'clock on a Friday night.
And we get our back, so we want to do.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to. I don't want to be sat here at night, like 8 o'clock every Friday. I mean, as much as I love doing the radio show, it'd just be. I think there'll be other times in the weeks that will be more suited to our schedules and that of our listeners. Anyway, what have you got for us, Robert?
Last track we're going to play today, before the Power Half Hour, obviously, is by an artist called Rebecca Reynard, or Rebecca Reinhard if you're not from the north and you say H. Right. It's called Stamford Hill. It's a single off
if you are from the north, you'll be used to it raining hard anyway. So
and then you just don't say any H's anyway. But yeah, it's called Stamford Hill. It's a single off the EP Whale, which was out on August 21st. So it is relatively new. We always try and end on a newish one as well.
Fresh.
It's pretty chilled out because we've got a pretty sort of hyped up Power Half Hour. So yeah, wrap your ears and gums around this one and see what you think. But yeah, I really like it. She's a little solo artist from London, and yeah, I think she's doing bits really. So.
Amazing. Without further ado, this one is Stamford Hill.
On a bus through Stamford Hill, my eyes tear up against my will. Thought I was done with this by now. Down the steps past Cara House, my eyes transfixed by all those red and yellow lights. Must be what I look like inside. You wanna talk about your work? I'll change the subject with my hand inside your shirt. These repetitions come with ease. Sitting on your broken bed, you fail to see the cloud over my head. I wish I liked the way you kiss. Should I tell my lovers my heart's a dead end? No one cares if you don't promise anything. Every spark I feel soon turns to smoke. answer now. I wanna say yes, but I just don't know how. And you're already half asleep. Sadness pushed down to my toes. It comes and goes just like a ghost. At least I'm never quite alone. Should I tell my lovers my heart's a dead end? No one cares if you don't promise anything. Every spark I feel soon turns to smoke again. And what's the point in crying when it all pours back to you? And what's the point in crying when it all pours back to?
Oh, there we go. That was Stamford Hill by Rebecca Reinhard, or Reinhard, depending on how northern you are. That's about all we've got time for in terms of new music, and we're going to boot off the Power Half Hour with this lovely little suggestion from Ainsley. It's a Rage Against the Machine classic. It would have been probably taken to this. They'd have been taken to this stage at Leeds Festival in about an hour and a half's time, I think, if they were there, or 2 hours' time.
Tiny little mind.
So yeah, this is for all the people that should have been getting the pints down them at Leeds Festival today. This one is Rage Against the Machine with "Sleep Now in the Fire." Oh.
Usually not.
The world is my expense, the cost of my desire. Jesus blessed me with his future, and I protect it with fire. So raise your fists and march around, just don't take what you need. I'll kill and bury those committed and smother the rest in greed. Crawl with me into tomorrow, I'll drag you to your grave. I'm deep inside your children and betray you in my name. Hey, hey, well, sleep now in the fire. Hey, hey, sleep now in the fire. Is my expense, the scope of my desire. The party blessed me with its future, and I protect it with fire. I am the leader, the Peter, the Santa Maria, the Luce, the rapist, the field's overseer, the agents of orange, the priest of Hiroshima, the cost of my desire. Sleep now in the fire. Hey, hey, sleep now in the fire. Hey, hey, sleep now in the fire. For it's the end of history. It's caged and frozen still. There is no other pill to take. So swallow the one that made you ill. The Leah, the Peter, the Santa Maria, the Luce, the rapist, the field's overseer, the agents of
That was Rage Against the Machine, Sleeping in the Fire. I absolutely love that guitar riff.
Yes. He normally takes out his guitar. I don't know what he does, but the cord that he uses to plug his guitar in, he normally presses it on his palm to do that solo. I don't know how he does it. I'm sure you'll tell me off it, Jacob.
I think he just has a kill switch built into it. Anyway, we're pressed for time in today's power half hour because we've got a lot to play and they're quite lengthy songs. This one came in quite early on from Mike. It's by the Happy Mondays. Still with a bit of a Manchester theme. This one's called Hallelujah and it's the extended club mix version, aka the real version. it's very often you get treated to the full 6-minute club version of that on the radio, do you?
Thank you very much, Happy Monday.
Yeah, honestly, I thought, I'm going to have to put the radio edit of this on. I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to put the full club version on. All 6 minutes of it. Just gets better and better, that tune, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Can you imagine being there at the Hacienda when that came out?
Well, I can imagine it, but the people who were there probably can't remember it. So.
It's all part of the fun, innit? Anyway, happy 19th birthday to The Strokes. Not the people, The Strokes, but their debut album. Is This It? Turned 19 yesterday. So this one goes out to you, Robert.
Thank you very much. This is Take It or Leave It. And
Fun fact about that song, Robert.
What?
The drummer does not at any point in the entire track hit a crash cymbal.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Tell me one other song in existence as big and epic as that doesn't have a crash cymbal in it.
Oh,
Genius.
no, but that is Take It or Leave It. He's probably he's very underrated as a Stroke song, as you know, probably my favourite band. I'd probably say that after sort of Someday and Last Night and maybe New York City is the standout alone. But it's an album that you can't skip. It's one of those albums.
I texted this to my stepdad yesterday. I said, you know, I still remember to this day him buying that album, and I had a portable CD player that had built-in speakers on the front.
Yeah.
And we went in my mum's M-Reg Ford Fiesta in bright red to Birmingham Motorcycle Show, and we listened to that album on repeat all the way there and all the way back, which must have given it about 4 runs through, because obviously we didn't have a CD player in the car. We just had to listen to it with me holding this personal CD player with the built-in speakers on my lap. And even then, it hit a chord there and then. I'll never forget that album coming out.
It is amazing. But from one birthday, Jacob, to another, happy 5th birthday to What Went Down by the Falls.
Yeah, Falls will be starting primary school next year.
Yeah, well,
just as Take Care, Leave It ready to go and hit the casino. Strokes ready to hit the casino. What Went Down was indeed 5 years old. Can't believe that. Today, was it today?
Yeah, today.
And what better track to play than the title track, eh?
What Went Down, eh?
Hey.
I buried my heart in a hole in the ground, with the lights and the roses and the cowards downtown. They threw me a party, there was no one around. They tried to call my girl, but she could not be found. I buried my guilt in a pit in the sound, with the rust and the vultures and the trash downtown. So don't step to me, kid, you'll never be found. 'Cause while you were sleeping, I took over your town. When I see a man, I see a lion. When I see a man, I see a lion. You're the apple of my eye. You're the apple of my eye. Won't you? I fell for a girl with a port wine stain. I knew her initials, but never her name. I tried and I was never the same. So no longer for love, and I'm forever changed. When I see a man, I see a lion. When I see a man, I see a lion. You're the apple of my eye. You're the apple of my eye. Won't you give up my money, give up my name, take it away, I give it away, I give it away, I give it. When I see a man, I see a lion. When I see a man, I see a lion. When I see a man, I see a lion. When I see a man, I see a lion. You're the apple of my eye, my eye, my eye. You're the apple of my eye, my eye. Won't you give up my money, give up my name, take it away, I give it away, I give it away, I give it. I'm a sycophantic animal, I'm a sycophantic, no, I'm a sycophantic fool, I know. Break the chain, I break the chain, I break it, give it away, I give it away.
That song just never gets old, does it?
No.
Awesome track. That breakdown in it as well. Oh,
What?
absolutely phenomenal. That was a first step in a direction for Falls for me.
Right.
I think
Good on them.
they nailed it after that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's about
my dear old. Sorry, my dear mum. Not old. My dear mum.
yeah, you're not allowed to call her old, especially
No.
on the air.
No.
You should learn that lesson.
Yeah, should do. But yes, it's 5 from me, Rob Johnson.
Yeah, and it's goodbye from me, Jacob Clyde. Thanks for tuning in again to the Suck It and Spin show. We're going to leave you with some Oasis.
People change. How many lives are living strange? Where were you while we were getting high? Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball. Where were you while we were getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova in the sky. Wake up the dawn and ask her why. A dream, she never dies. Wipe that tear away now from your eye. Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball. Where were you while we were getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova. 'Cause people believe that they're gonna get away from the sun. But you and I live and die, the world still spinning around, we don't know why. How many special people change? How many lives are lived?